28 ounces of our minute white rice. Next, I have my frozen broccoli, and this is 2 bags of frozen broccoli florets that we're adding right into our pan. Spread that out nice and easy. Now, in order for that rice to cook, we need some liquid. So we are using some beef broth, and we're gonna use this whole entire can of beef broth. We don't need too much liquid because as that broccoli cooks, it will add some more liquid to that rice. Perfect. Now, the star of the show is this beef shaved steak, and we are adding 2 packages of our beef shaved steak right into our pan. I probably needed a bigger pan, but it's too late now. There's no mixing for this, so at least there's that. I'm coming in with my tongs, and we're just gonna spread out our shaved steak right on top of our broccoli, our rice, and our broth. This is a super easy and delicious Asian inspired meal that I think everyone will love. Now, if you don't like rice, you can skip the rice. If you don't like broccoli, you can change it out for asparagus or green beans, but this is gonna be a more traditional Asian dish, so the broccoli was what I wanted. All right. And of course, we have to season up our meat. So I'm starting off with some onion powder, and we are making sure to season this entire pan. I absolutely love onion powder, and I love it in this dish, but if you don't like onion powder, you can skip it. And onion powder's best friend, garlic powder, is coming in next. This is so great if you have a big potluck coming up, or if you want to feed a big family. You can cut this in half if you don't want as much, but I am feeding a crowd today. And this does need a little bit of salt. I know we have that broth in there, but that is not enough because we need to make sure our meat has some salt as well. And then, of course, lastly, some black pepper. But if you don't like any of these seasonings, you can skip them. If you're watching your sodium, you can skip the salt. But I love all these things, and I really think it's just gonna bring all the flavor to this dish. Now I have here the best teriyaki sauce you can buy, the P.F. Chang's teriyaki sauce, and we're gonna go ahead and drizzle that onto our entire dish. It's gonna seep through to the broccoli, to the rice. It's gonna marinate that steak, and I got more than 1 jar because that is a lot of meat. Coming in with the second jar, but like I said, you can cut this in half. Use 1 bag of broccoli, use the smaller box of minute rice, 1 container of the beef, and then only 1 bottle of the P.F. Chang's teriyaki. That's how you could adjust this, but I honestly think that this is gonna be so good that you'll want the leftovers. Last thing we're gonna add is some sesame seeds, and we are just gonna sprinkle that right on top. I know some people have allergies to sesame seeds, so you can leave them out, but I think this is just really gonna add that little crunch to the top of our dish, and that looks perfect. And this is ready. Okay, I have my teriyaki broccoli and beef ready for the oven. My oven is set to 350, and this is gonna cook in there for 35 to 40 minutes. All right, we just took this out of the oven, and I did end up leaving it in there for 45 minutes, but it is time to try. Before we dig in, I am going to grab some green onions and just garnish our beef and broccoli ever so lightly. This is optional. You can use some chives. You can do whatever you want with this, but I just think that the freshness will just really add to the dish and make it feel complete. And yes, I did wash my green onions. I just like to keep the rubber band on there so that it's easier to cut. All right, maybe like 1 more cut right here. Perfect. All right, the moment we've been waiting for. Time to give it a try. I am so excited. The beef is perfectly cooked. Those broccoli pieces have fully cooked, and the rice looks absolutely delicious. Oh yeah. That is amazing. You guys have to give this a try.